Hey guys, welcome back to Kelly's Creations. I'm so glad you're here. Remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, comment, and share with your friends. So today's video is going to be a few DIYs using white wax. I recently purchased some white wax. I have never used it before and now I don't know how I lived without it. This is amazing, especially for doing thrift flips. Now, none of these projects I'm doing, I'm going to paint. It's all about white wax this time. So I had this old lamp and I love the details of it, but those details didn't pop. I love the base color. I loved everything about this lamp except for it was a little dark for my taste. So I took the lampshade off, I removed the finial, took out the light bulb, and we are just going to do a makeover on this lamp using that white wax. And oh my goodness, if you guys have never used this before, you're going to be just as in love as I am. The great thing about it is you just use a stipple brush or a paintbrush and put a layer of the wax on whatever piece you're waxing. So get a nice generous coat on there. Then come back in with a paper towel or a rag, anything that won't leave dust, and wipe it off. And what happens is the wax will stay in the grooves and really bring out all the details of your piece. So that's what I'm doing right here. I added the wax, I came back in with a rag, and I'm wiping it off. If you wipe too much off, all you have to do is add more wax. So I thought it would be fun to go around the house and grab different items and see how the white wax works on different textures. So we're going to start off with this lamp, which I am just absolutely falling in love with the way these details are popping now. Oh my goodness. This is exactly how I wanted this lamp to look. It also tones down the dark color. It makes it more bright. So yeah, like I said, you can just look at the difference. That's the original compared to where the wax is being, oh my gosh. It just brings this piece alive. So we're going to finish up this lamp and I'm going to show you how I did the lamp shade. Here's what it looks like finished with the white wax on it. Oh my goodness, look at that. It lightens it up. It's not so dark anymore. And all of the details where the wax just settled in the grooves just pop. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this so much. Of course, I had to do the finial to match, which I had forgotten I took it off. So I just threw some wax on there and kind of just rubbed it around in a paper towel. And it has that hint of wax in there as well. Now the lampshade, oh, this was fun. I had ordered these flower transfers and I'll link that below if you guys would like to check it out on Amazon. But it was kind of what I think they're more like wildflowers, and I have a flowered comforter on our bed, so I thought that would just work well together, having a few flowers on this lampshade. And these are so easy to use. You just cut out the flowers, you can mix and match. It comes with a bunch of different sheets, different colors, different styles of flowers. And you can put them together and create your own grouping, which is so much fun to do. And when you put these flowers together, it just blends in. Match up the stems, it blends right in with the other flowers. It doesn't even look like they don't belong together. And it's just a lot of fun to create your own little floral. So that's what I did. On 3 sides of this lampshade, I just kept taking the transfer and putting it on and creating my own little floral pattern on the lampshade. I didn't do the back, of course. Where my lamp sits on the dresser, it would kind of be a waste of transfers to put any on the back. So I just did the 3 sides, and I love how this lampshade turned out. There was even a few butterflies, so I decided to add those too. And here's a couple of the sheets which I've used, but it comes with a lot. I was so pleasantly surprised with this. So there is the lamp all put together with that beautiful wax. Here is the before, and I will show you the after in a second. First, I wanted to show you these two it's a dresser and a nightstand. They were in my craft room, and we painted them yellow, and I added those transfers just to the sides of the drawers, and oh my God, oh goodness, this is so beautiful. I want a colorful, vibrant craft room. Just makes me smile when I go in. The lighting wasn't great, but here's the nightstand I did that's in my closet. And again, I just painted it yellow. I painted the knobs on it purple, and I added the floral to it. And it's so pretty, guys. I wish my camera really captured how beautiful these pieces turned out. So there's another idea that you can do with those transfers. And here's the final reveal of that lamp. So for DIY number 2, there I am going to be using these 2 items that I got from an estate sale. Again, all I'm doing is using the wax on them. I'm not painting these items. This is a cute little trinket box that I had gotten, and I absolutely love the color. It matches my room perfectly, but the details on this little egg just don't pop. So I'm like, okay, so let's try it out with the wax and really make the details pop. Now, like I said before, you can use as much or as little as you want. If you rub off too much, add more. So I really generously coated this, and it's a ceramic piece. And it wasn't a smooth surface. It is rough. So I wanted to see how this goes on a rough ceramic piece, if it highlights it as much as that lamp did. Now the lamp did have a coating on it, so it was a smooth surface where this is a rough surface. So again, I painted it all around where the texture is on this, and then I'm going to come in with a paper towel and I'm going to wipe it off, and we'll see how much stays in the grooves and crevices and how much it highlights on this piece. And again, I just rub in, I don't know if, hopefully I'm doing this right, but I just put the wax on, I rub it off, and what it's doing is it's taking it off of the raised, but all the little indents and crevices, the wax is staying in place, which really highlights the grooves and crevices. And this one is more subtle, I think, than the lamp, but look at now, all that beautiful texture just comes alive, and I like this so much more. Now it does, as you can see, lightens the piece. The top part is darker than the bottom where the wax is, so you do get a hint of the color changing, just a hint of it being just lighter than the original color. So I loved how the bottom turned out, so I thought let's do the top as well. And really, this piece had so many details that really were getting lost in the blue. And what the wax does, it just brings out all the beautiful details. There's the two pieces done. It's very subtle, and here's how it turned out. DIY number 3. Again, this is an item I got from the same estate sale, and I'm pretty sure that this is from Avon, and it probably had cologne in it at one point. But I loved this bottle. I love the detail, the rose on it, and that's what I'm going to highlight, is that center with the rose and also the rose lid. So what I did was I took the wax and I just went around that rose. I did not do the whole bottle. I think I do the handle as well because it had a little bit of rose on the handle as well. So again, put it on, rub it off, and now that rose just pops. You really get a good look at how it highlights this with the lid. Because there's so many grooves and indents on that lid, it really pops that lid. Now this item, as you can see, is a very smooth surface. So I was wondering how the wax would adhere. I was wondering if when I rubbed it off, if it would just totally come off, but it didn't. It stayed in place. So you can use this on different textures, which is awesome. That was the whole point of this video, was what different items I could choose and would the wax work on all of the items. And so far it has. And here's the final look. So for my fourth and final DIY using the wax, I grabbed this bottle that I've had forever. I got it at a flea market, and it's cobalt blue, but it has shells and details all around it that kind of get lost in the blue. So this is glass, so I thought, okay, so let's try this on glass and see what happens. So I put the wax, the bottle, I am going to put the wax all over the bottle, but not on the top part of the bottle. I'm just going to go all around the sides, the front, the back, all around this bottle, and then wipe it off. I wanted to see if it's going to really drastically change the color of this, because this is a real vibrant blue. I loved the change in the color. It really made it more soft, not as bold. But again, if you had a bottle like this with a vibrant color, just rub a lot of the wax off. And then that cobalt blue would just pop through the raised details. So wasn't sure at first, since this is glass, if it was just going to rub it all off. So I'm kind of being gentle when I come back in and start rubbing it off. And you can see the blue pop. You can see all of those details just come alive just by using wax. I don't know why. I've never done this before. I'm usually late to the game. But yeah, if you don't want to, I know a lot of thrift flips involve paint. Yeah, paint can change any decor piece. I love using paint. I absolutely love changing an item by using paint. But using this white wax is just as good, because it brings to life all those little hidden gem details that kind of get lost in the piece without having to paint the whole piece and changing the whole dynamic of it. So look at that. All those seashells are so vibrant now. And before, you couldn't even really tell what was on the bottle. And now it just pops. I absolutely love this bottle now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to use white wax on some thrifted or even items you have around the house that have a lot of details that you want to highlight. I love you guys so much. I thank you all so much for your love and support. If you're new to my channel and you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button and please leave a comment below. What was your favorite piece? Have you used white wax and how do you like it? Also, check out some more of my videos. I've been doing a lot of thrift flips lately, and there's some really cute items that I've showed in these last few videos. I hope you guys are all having a blessed and most wonderful week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, y'all.